My interest in family business started by the fact that I worked in my own family business, my father, myself and two older sisters. I took a decision that maybe there was a world outside of just doing what you did, and I got my father was a publican, and I got a job in Guinness. I stayed in Guinness for nearly 10 years, and then from there it sort of mushroomed into this idea of working for family business just purely by accident, and none of the companies I worked for really had any link. I went to England to work for JCB, which was a family business, Joseph Cyril Bamford, that's what the initials were. And it was interesting, the different culture of a very English family business, much different in terms of the dynamics. I came home just before the crash, God help me, to join a property developer. Then the whole world crashed in 2008. Lucky enough, at the end of nearly 10 years of that, Ballymore has come out the other side. But there's now 3 Mulryans in the family, in the business. And so I'm mentoring that transition into next generation. And then people started to ask me, would I come and talk to their kids and whatever else. And I've sort of formed a little business in terms of advice now, just purely in family business. The amount of businesses in Ireland, family businesses, that don't do anything in relation to succession planning, it's probably, you hear some statistics saying 74% or whatever. I think it's a bit lower than that. But sometimes the succession plan is written on the back of an envelope or something, and they'll tell you they have a succession plan, but it's meaningless. It doesn't really matter the business you're in. Your skills translate. Earlier on somebody said to me, you were a director of Sunderland Football Club, and I said that was a very interesting experience. The fact that there was an unusual, to say the least, shareholding in the fact that there was a whole load of Irish lads all got together and bought it, but there was even the interest in Niall Quinn and Roy Keane part to it. But that could have been any business. It was just personalities. They had to learn how to get on with each other, particularly Roy and Niall. And I suppose that's what I've learned is it didn't matter whether it was beer or bulldozers or, like, people say to me, did you sign Boys Own in your day in the record business? And I said, I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but yet it did make money. I let Louis Walsh have the credit for all of that. But, I learned from that. I think diversity is great. I was representing DCU Centre for Family Business, which I chair. One message was there is a centre there. People don't realise it's a family business, and that was obvious today that it's an academic research source. It's not a consultancy. It has PhD students and undergraduates doing work in the area of family businesses. So one message was look it up. Go to their seminars, something that is of interest to them, like succession planning. And the second then was the family businesses that are here is, don't be afraid to look for outside help. You don't need it permanently, but sometimes somebody like mentors, being able to look from out to in with experience is very valuable. What does the Centre for Family Business do? Its primary purpose is to teach and research the area of family business. One of the objectives for the Centre for Family Business now is to get fact sheets together for politicians so that when they get up to speak, stop talking about SMEs, which they don't understand what they're talking about, and start talking about family businesses. And I don't mind if they name check the successful family businesses in their area, but the amount of time and effort and understanding policymakers in Ireland give to family business is unbelievable. 87% of all private sector firms in England are family owned of some sort, with an employment of 4.6 million people. But 17,000 of those firms in the UK are large, classified as large firms. Like you take JCB in the Midlands in Staffordshire, where the only landmark is probably Uttoxeter Racecourse, and after that you're going into somewhere you've never heard of. Roaster is the name of the village or town it's based in. They employ 6,000 people in the Midlands of England. You know, where would those people get those jobs? They now have a university, an engineering university, which they pay for, and they train their own engineers in there. And they've about 12,000 people worldwide, 150 countries, still family-owned, 100% family-owned business. 8 of the top 10 family businesses are based outside of London. So it's not generally something that starts in the centre of a city. It starts either in a rural community, either somebody has a go at starting something small and it grows into that. And it's the same in Ireland. If you look at the names of the big family businesses here, they're spread right across the country. And that's an important aspect for economic policy in Ireland as well. Never mentioned by the David McWilliams or Eddie Hobbs of this world. And again, I think it's the onus of the Centre for Family Business to get out there and talk to people about the importance of it. I think mentors is a great idea. The guys that are involved in it are seasoned business people. I think the one thing about advice is there's no point in going to a 20-year-old for advice. Mentors are giving you life's experience, and in that it doesn't really matter what business they were in, but they were there and they were successful in that, and they can pass on that knowledge to you about, you know, most businesses are cyclical. Most businesses go through rough times, and it's how to get through the rough times as much as the glory days, and that's what I think mentors are great at. Sometimes you're caught like a rabbit in the headlight, and you think this is the problem, but that's only a symptom, and the guys and mentors can come and say to you, you're concentrating on the wrong end of the stick. And it's that ability to, one, make you feel that the problem isn't uniquely yours, because no real business problem is unique. And they can say they know somebody else that was in a similar situation, and would you like to talk to them? And that even sense of connection is one of the most valuable things they can do.